Kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The LSU Tigers offense will be first on the attack. And it's often said quarterback is the most high-profile position in sports, and when you have a guy like this, how could it not be?
Yeah, he's the guy that the defense is going to be keying on. They've had all week long to watch film to get ready for him. But, David, when you have his kind of athletic ability and his kind of arm talent, he is so difficult to stop.
Yeah, you can have all week. You can have all season. This guy is so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They trust him. They know what he brings to the table. This offense revolves around what he can do.
Well, what's the point in waiting? Why not get one of your best players involved in the game right off the bat? They take a shot, their big target outside, shows off his athletic ability, and right away this offense is humming.
It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than their two guys.
Well, and there's reason to think that. That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to find ways to get him the football, but when it's 2-on-1, I might think about looking somewhere else.
Makes the catch. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. LSU right back to the line. Gonna run it. It's Williamson. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
They'll run play action. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Bears the pressure. Looking to the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, LSU!
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10-15 plays, and he didn't even need...
The extra point is blocked. Now he can return this. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Got a little space. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
From the gun, they'll try the middle.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to the big tight end. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
Unloads to the right. Another incompletion on third down. And here comes the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Always a positive to put up early points, and they'll try to add to this 6-0 edge. It's complete on the right side. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Caught behind the line. It's Williamson. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll look to pin him deep. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Looking for a gap. It's Tatum. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
That's caught. It's Beckham. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Wow, 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
It's good. The lead is down to a field goal.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Catch in the middle, it's Williamson. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. The Tigers want to move quickly.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now, get ready for another one.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. It's complete to the right. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. LSU getting set on 1st and 10.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Gets it out quickly. Breaks into the open. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the 4th.
Touchdown, Tigers! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Looking for room. It's Tatum. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Zings it complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Makes a move. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And, Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make them miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Give to the back. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat, and they were able to crease that defense.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Now on 1st down from the 28. To the air on 1st down. Quick strike complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good. You get a completion on a big 3rd down early in the game, and that should give him a lot of confidence calling plays this game.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And this has not been a good start for this offense. Like, this whole team, actually. They're already found themselves in a big hole. They're already trailing. They're going to need to throw the football, and you're going to have to protect your guy. This protection has to be better so he can make more plays.
Soft spot in the middle. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. They've got a first down here to open the period. From the gun, the ground game. Fights off a defender. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Makes the grab. Makes the catch with defenders everywhere. And now the defense backed up with a 1st and goal from the 5.
They just find ways to find the big fellas. Those big tight ends are huge targets for the quarterbacks. The throws are usually in between the numbers. That makes it pretty easy. Usually sure-handed guys like that
looks it into his hands and then waltzes it into the end zone. Touchdown. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And he has had this offense clicking on all cylinders the entire game. He's guided this offense with precision, and most of all, he has taken care of the football. Handoff from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Got it behind the line. It's Williamson. And this one will be stopped for no gain. LSU quick to the line. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Here's the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground.
And the offense will take over.
Here comes the offense back onto the field. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Power football with the run. Still running at the 40. Lots of running room. He's at the 20. Lean for the wire. Touchdown.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers, they're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And they've gotten a superb performance from their senior quarterback. They've been playing pitch and catch at an elite level, and there have been no answers defensively. Gets it out fast. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. From the gun, he leads it with the back. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
Number 12.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop.
First and 10.
Ready, break. Get set.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
On the play. Brings up second down.
Okay, ready.
So now it's second and long. Gets the back moving. Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. It'll be third and long.
325.
From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on third down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Snagged out of the air. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. LSU right back to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Makes the grab on the left. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Gives it on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's open on the right. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires to the big fella. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback on the keeper. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! And they take it in for 6 more points.
In the end zone.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. From the gun, the running back has it. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
And after having a nice gain like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
Fires to the big fella. They were able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got a wide open receiver. There he goes down the right side. Touchdown.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And the veteran presence is obvious for this senior behind center. He's been turnover-free. They're moving the ball up and down the field. A really mature performance.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Off play action. Quickly complete. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. LSU quick to the line. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in it.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. Takes it from the gun on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Snagged in the middle. It's Beckham. At the 40, there he goes. And that tackle almost certainly saved the touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. First and 10 from the 39.
On
Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. From the shotgun, they'll run it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats.
Picked off to stop the threat. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
At the pace this guy's going at right now, this could be a record-setting type day. This could be a game for the ages for this dude. He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up that first down. This is still the first half, guys. What is this guy capable of doing the rest of the game? We're going to find out.
Thanks to grab. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for space, it's Williamson. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The offense will quickly use a timeout. The Tigers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. He'll pull it on the read. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that first down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
Looking downfield on first down. On target.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
He's got it. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Got to get lined up to spike it and stop the clock. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Perfect chance for us to put the first 2 quarters under the microscope. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. Either way, it's time to find out. Back to the best in the biz for the start of this 3rd quarter.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here.